First of all, we'd got the hen party in Manchester. Very good place to go for a hen party, I believe. Especially if you play the officer and the gentleman of the day, which my now son-in-law played on the night. The biggest problem is we can't get him to set the bloody uniform. He's been hanging about. He's been hanging about hotels, having his picture taken with loads of people. But it's got to stop. It's got to stop. Right. Well, I think first of all I should say, and I get emotional now. And then I breathe in like that and I go, and I say, I should have started and said, you look stunning, sweetheart. Well, as you know, you always have a couple of jobs. So last night in the bar later on, and talking to a young fella, and we're talking about, you know, travel. Do you travel the world? Yeah, you've been everywhere, Mark. You know, I've been everywhere, boy. He said, what do you think of, he said, how old are you now? I said, 72. He said, what do you think of euthanasia? I said, oh, I've only been twice. I can't understand what they want to know about people like that, though, you know. Anyway. And the other joke that I had was, you know that we come from a famous place, Manchester. All of us, don't we? Nearly all of them. Murphy Richards have now brought out a new toaster. They call it the Ricky Hatton toaster, but it only does one round. That's all, because he's a really nice guy, you know. He's a really nice guy. Well, we didn't have the OK magazine today, and we didn't have the Hello. We were going to get the Costa Blanca News, but they wanted €500. And if you've seen people popping up here and there, there's a possibility it's the Coast Rider. That's the free paper that we go around here. And if you do get your picture taken, it's in there, they send you a 2-for-1 meal at McDonald's. Right, as I said, long haul, here we go, and night officer. So, marriage is back in fashion, isn't it? Marriage is back in fashion, yeah. It really is back in fashion. I'm so happy about that. I sat at a table last night up in the Ghost restaurant, that restaurant we were all in last night. It was only us in, see. And there was 4 couples, and around that table we had 200 years of married life. And we know that the people talk about the bit of paper, you know, the general bit of paper, and that's all it was, wasn't it? Marriage is a bit of paper. But there are a lot of people here today, believe me. I'll all talk to you in a minute or two, it won't be long. How many people around here, like Terry and Lalo, Roy and Joan, Brendan Allen, John and Anne, Jean and Alan, who would say to you, marriage is definitely a stepping stone and it's a foundation. A total foundation, believe me. Once you get married, you think you've got something, you know, you don't walk out, I've got to go back. I've left a few times, me. A couple of pairs of socks. A couple of pairs of socks in a suitcase, you know. Slept in the car on that, thought, oh, it's not worth it leaving, But, you know, as I say, it's not the bit of paper that matters. Yeah, slept in the car once or twice. No. It's standing before, you know, the priest or whoever the official person is, you know, bum, bum, bum. It's saying to yourself that in front of your family and friends, and what can I say, you've got to make vows, you know, the vows of devotion, loyalty and honesty. Next to relationships, sorry. Getting wound up again. Well, you know that there's a young fella here tonight, and I only discovered it this afternoon, who was actually born in the same hospital on the same day as my Lisa. Our Lisa was known as Glenn Peter for at least 7 hours of her life. The nurse wasn't a very good one. She couldn't understand an umbilical from one of them other things. So, as you know, this year the Poet Laureate is from Manchester. we're not all poets from Manchester, although Annette did very well today. Where's Annette? Sorry, Annette. Yeah. But I will quote Shakespeare and say to thine own self be true. Yeah, you got that, did you? My God, I didn't get it myself for a while. And all I can say to you is that I make this statement: I love you all, but love my girls.
Oh.